Hey, how y'all doing? This is Alec Nance. This is the Angel Speak podcast, episode 2. Hope y'all been doing good. I've been doing amazing. This video will also be featured in my Conscious Connect course. Today we're talking about understanding and mastering your karmic cycle. Guys, this is something I understand very deeply, and it is very hard to convey at the same time. So bear with me if I seem all over the place. I will make more videos on this, further clarifying, even breaking down specific examples. All right, now for those of you who were in the course, the previous video we were talking about shadow work, clearing trauma, right? After you've cleared your trauma, right? And we're talking about the things that trigger you the most, the things that cause anger, anxiety, sadness, all the things, right? There's another side to that. You've been elevated once you conquer those things, but you're still on this repetitive loop. I consider karma like time, like looking at time on the clock, and things are coming around, and it's not about responding to situations better. It's about understanding your own karmic pattern. So how about this? Say there's somebody who is just usually like a family member or somebody close, or just, that's why I say it's hard to explain. How about this? You have these pet peeves, right? The number one question when kind of assessing your karmic cycle is, what made you the way you are? The relationships, the situations, everything is very perfectly placed, and the more we understand these things, the more we can thrive. At times it may seem like whenever you get thrown into a situation, like how many days can you go in a row where nothing is wrong? You don't feel any anger, any sadness, any high levels of embarrassment, things like that, right? These are things that we're here to experience, and like nothing's bad. Like everything is so, I feel like I say this every video, we're kind of living in the play, right? But we still feel. But as you ascend, as you master your own karmic cycle, it's like the universe is conspiring in your favor. Things just work out. So say, like I say, you have this pet peeve, this person, this situation triggers you. You keep getting it, right? We're gonna call that 6 o'clock. Say yesterday at 6 o'clock, you were triggered by this pet peeve of yours and you exploded, right? And you might have went off on somebody, whatever it was, it hurts you just as much as it hurts anybody else when you do these things. And it's kind of like, that's where the ego comes into play. Like some people may feel like they won a situation by responding in a way that hurt themselves emotionally. Oh my God, you just lost. You just set yourself back a day, right? Now say tomorrow this happens again, you get triggered, and you respond nicely this time, but it still hurts you on the inside, right? You're still in your karmic cycle because it shouldn't hurt. Now, let's say tomorrow at 6 o'clock, the same thing happens from a different person. You get triggered the same way and you feel nothing. Why? Because it's 6 o'clock. You expect this. It's part of your daily karmic loop, and that's just one tiny situation. This really expands beyond just like those one situations. Like this shit is, excuse my language, it's so complex, and it goes like, oh my God, if you're not just like in this perfect calm throughout your daily activities, like there's things being learned, right? And it goes beyond just our individual situations. You take a step out even broader, your family, you incarnated as a family. You all are together in your own karmic loop as a family, right? Certain cycles come and go. You learn to expect things from certain people. And being like, I'm speaking to you from Nirvana. I don't say I've mastered this, but boy, does it feel like it, right? And it comes to a certain point in time, like you're attached to these people. You love them, right? That's your karmic family. And maybe you may be estranged with somebody right now, and not talking to them, you may have put these walls up, but it hurts you because you love that person. Love keeps us bonded, right? So you may not be responding to your 6 o'clock, right? I hope I'm not losing people. What I'm saying is how it should feel at 6 o'clock when these repetitive situations come. You kind of like, you should feel nothing. You should feel like you just saw a bird fly in the sky. It means nothing. You understand it. This comes with understanding, right? And to take these things even deeper, we are all on this everybody who's alive right now, we're in our own karmic loop as a civilization, as humanity. We are truly a reincarnation of Atlantis, right? And not to go too deep down my metaphysical rabbit holes, I will say this: karma can end, but we all have to wake up during this dream of ours. That's what nirvana feels like. Waking up during the dream, kind of expecting things. That's why I have to stay silent when interacting with people. I can talk, but it's like, oh my God, how do I say this? I will speak to somebody and they're still dreaming. And honestly, you may say the same with me. Like, we're in this, we don't have to be just these bland people. I enjoy my life. I enjoy being Alec. I enjoy myself and just everything I'm doing. Hope I'm not losing anybody. What I'm saying is, to the people in the Conscious Connect course, once you clear trauma, there's deeper understandings to happen. That is your ascension. That is you raising your vibration. That is us as a collective conscious becoming a more intelligent species. This is like something that's going to be, we're all going to be on this program. We're all going to know, and intuitive abilities will be strengthened through this. That's how you become I don't want to say smarter, because like a lot of people think like a rocket science is smart, and they are, but at the same time, do you understand your life? Do you understand your own karmic cycle, the things that bring you anger? We should all feel joy and love. That's why I say the more you understand, the more you expect, the more you like these loops will stop happening. You kind of ascend to another level, and there are lessons to be learned at that level, but at the same time, I don't know, man. You gotta keep taking it easy. What else do I have for y'all? I know that was a mouthful. That's really it. And this is a podcast, the Angel Speak podcast. Check me out on YouTube, episode 2. And but I'm thinking about the Conscious Connect course. If you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out, email me, comment. And here's a journaling exercise for you guys. You know I'm big on those. Write down. You have to summarize this quickly. How about this? And I'm channeling this as I speak. Remember I told you the course is multidimensional. This is what is coming from a higher dimension. Do a 10 bullet point exercise. Give yourself, write down, you get one sentence only, the 10 things that made you who you are. The 10 things that made you who you are. Write that down. The 10 things that made you who you are, bullet format, right? And that is your karmic cycle, at least a majority of it, or enough for you to understand what is happening. And when these situations come back around, right, whenever you hit your 6 o'clock and you could be triggered again, you'll feel so calm and relaxed and wise. And sometimes it's just best to let nincompoops be nincompoops, because we have ascended. We don't exacerbate these low frequency emotions like anger and fear and all this other stuff, man. Take it cool, take it easy. Live your best life, live your most fun and productive life. Appreciate all of the small things. Appreciate what makes you who you are. This isn't something to dwell on. Remember I told you, we've cleared that trauma. Now we need to understand it from an objective viewpoint. We can't, like, everybody has gone through stuff. That is our chosen spiritual experience. And I'm sensitive to that because some of you have been through like a lot. We all have, right? Ascend and don't let it hurt you anymore. You can clear trauma with a therapist. Understanding your karma comes from lots of meditation, working with the higher dimensions. The ideas that come, the understandings will come through meditation. You don't have to be the best channeler right now, but just know if you're thinking of something, you're supposed to be thinking about that. These random ideas that hit your brain, everything is timed in sequence and is supposed to be happening. You know, you should feel guilt for nothing at all. That's all I got for y'all for now. I can go on about this for a while. Till next time, love y'all. Peace.